What would be your opinion in a minister coming in to regulate or make it really something like that to be available and on an emergency basis, not really like babysitting or catering? Some people were saying, "Oh, all these federal people who are working is not marginalized people," but it's a start definitely. Once it started there, then all of the places, just like when I go to pool anywhere, from McDonald's to Tim Horton, there is pool paper to wipe my treasury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, these things are just basic, things that should be available. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just basic. It's just, that should just be available.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not something that's going to cost a lot or break the bank. It should just be available. I went into one school for, my 9 to 5. I did school, colleges and things like that, and they had, feminine paper or napkins available, and tampons available for all the female students for free. You didn't pay for it. You just twisted the knob and you got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there are things that you can do, and it doesn't really cost a lot. And even if it costs a little bit, usually it's 25 cents, it's a quarter. But just so that you have it just available to everybody, and there's no challenges or blocks to getting it.
I am quite sure if toilet papers were just for women, there are a lot of men who would have said toilet papers should not be in the washroom.
It's true. It's true. It's just simple things, simple dignity that you bring to people. It's a hygiene issue, a very serious one, and so it just makes sense.
It just makes sense. I think it's an appropriate thing, and I hope everyone should come on board because, hey, we all have mothers, we have sisters. If you can afford for them, there are other people who cannot, but it should not just be a privilege. You know what I mean?
That's right.
This should be something that should be affordable and available for people. Just like a roof over our head. I hope the federal government is going to make housing a national agenda, because a roof over people's head equals wellness. Wellness equals wealth. And wealth equals happiness and mental release for everybody. Is there a final statement that you want to leave with us for Mother's Day? I have a special song. I have to call and investigated way deep. You said Sonia Spence was one of your mama's finest. And you remember when your mama told you to clean the toilet and you charged her $5. So she decided to sing that. She decided to sing that song for you. For the 9 months she carried you, no charge. You remember that song?
Yeah.
Of course. So, give your last commentaries. I know we were supposed to. I'll be going to the JCA to join our community to say farewell to a great brother, Fitzroy Gordon, formerly known as Dr. Love. You see, today that place is going to be jam-packed. I recall when he was struggling to get that radio station. I recall the final day of submission in front of the CRTC. It was me and his accountant friend. Fitzroy was caught up in traffic, so we have to do the final submission. And I was sitting there and said, where is the community? You know what I mean? But when that radio station opened, everybody have a piece of it. But of course, it needs support. You and I, we were from Sounds of Africa. We were the African mouth. We were called to every news, whatever. But we hold no grudge, because definitely the format wouldn't have fitted me. I know some people said that Kokofele have a fiery mouth, and I would not have taken Sunday 12 to 2 anyways. I would tell them to go to the moon. And he never once invited me to go sit with him, whether on grapevine or anything. But every time we met, we spoke happily. I hold nothing against him, and I wish him farewell. But he did something. He followed his heart. He did something a lot of us do not do. He walked his feet. He walked the CBC. He fought and politicized to get that radio station. No matter what happened, there are people, so-called continental African brethren, who were angry with me that I teamed with him finally when he called on me. But I did it in the name of the African world, not because I wanted to be on the airways for him. So I wish him well, and we hope that institution will stay well. I was digging for some interviews we did with him on Thursday Word of Mouth of CKLN 88.1. You know, we did numerous interviews with him. And, you know, but he definitely did something much better than Don and Jelly. But Don and Jelly also did something that most of us did not do. They both followed and brought so-called black radio stations. So large up to both of them, and more large up to Fitzroy Gordon. May he find peace where he is. And I have no grudge or anger towards him, because some of us say it in the open. There are others who go with crocodile tears, and in the back they will slap, and the brother will get up and spiritually hand you. The last word is yours, my sister.
Well, yes, you know, I know that Mr. G, as you've known, Dr. Love, as you've known, Fitzroy Gordon had been sick for some time, and so, you know, we hope that now he's at peace. And, you know, regardless of, you know, whatever happened, he did, as you said, he had a goal and he followed it and he worked towards it and he achieved it. And I hope that it can be maintained for a long time to come. And that was creating a radio station that was reflective of the Black Caribbean African community, and reflective of their experiences and their art and heritage and culture, and of course bringing others in as well to enjoy it and partake of it and love it. So, you know, for that, you definitely will be remembered, and I hope you're able to find some parking over there, because it's gonna be rammed. They're going until midnight, and of course there's also a viewing happening tomorrow in Scarborough as well. I'm sure if you go and look that up online, you'll find where those are located exactly. But again, you know, the community really stepped up. People like Traffic Man Tony and others stepped up to have this event at the JCA so that the community can come together and remember and commemorate his memory. And so definitely big up to them and their hard work. And you know, hopefully in their time of need, those who were close to him will find solace in the fact that, you know, all these people respected and loved and appreciated him and what he did for his community. Definitely.
I say the day I die, all those who come just to show up, I'll wake up and slap them out. Because, you know, when you're alive, no matter what happened to you, you know, I just did it a little mini, you know, sketch about crocodile tears. You can check it out. It's on my Coco Fele. You know, I pretended I was dead, and within a day, about 50,000 was collected. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then my waking, everybody came to drink and dance and talk bullshit. So I woke up, and everybody started running away. You know, when you're sick or you are broke, if you tell anybody you are broke, they will talk about you until tomorrow. But when you're dead, they come and give you 100 million because they want to show up. And if you are that person, God is looking at you. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. You know what I mean? But here we go. Thank you, out of Ottawa. And this is Sonia Spence for you, and it's going to be followed by Sweet Mother, and we have Deborah Cox in the corner. I've got my man Mike in the house, and definitely he's going to be doing things. But thank you very much, and say hello to Prime Minister Trudeau and tell him that this agenda of tempos and for the period addressing is very important, and also housing is very important.
That's right.
Marshall McTyson, our foreign correspondent, 365 News, you don't know. Here we go. This is for you. Don't you sleep out. Remember to remember, sweet mother.